So we're going to now actually be joined by Rick Fisher, Senior Fellow at the International Assessment and Strategy Center. And Rick's going to share with us a little bit in terms of how the U.S. military and what their options are, what they can do. Rick, in terms of that blockade having its first encounter with an Iranian ship, I'd love to get your observations and analysis of that.
Yes. The American ability to impose this blockade is now unquestioned. The taking out of the Iranian ship that, after 6 hours, refused to abide by the embargo yesterday was proof of that. The ship was damaged, but not sunk. None of the crew died in the process. Marines boarded the ship. All classic, dangerous, but simply well within the capabilities of the American Navy, Coast Guard units, and Marines that are deployed now in the Gulf of Hormuz region. Are there dangers? Yes, indeed. Iran still has some number of small, concealable, fast attack craft that are armed with anti-ship missiles, most likely designed in China, co-produced in Iran. And Iran also has access to a large number of naval mines that it could deploy. But the forces that the Americans have now in the Gulf of Hormuz, from radar aircraft, radar on ships, all of the overhead satellite surveillance, it would be very easy for the United States to find any mobile Iranian platform and increasingly attack it. We have Army AH-64 attack helicopters patrolling the Strait, in addition to the large number of U.S. Air Force attack aircraft, A-10 Warthogs, F-15E Eagles, that can be immediately dispatched to take out any Iranian ship that dares come within our crosshairs.
Rick, I want to drill into that Navy and Marine takeover of that ship. It sounds amazing that they have the ability to so accurately take out the engine room without causing any casualties, without the ship sinking, and be able to then take the ship. What's involved in such an operation?
Well, usually it depends upon proximity and whether the gun is equipped with a precision-guided shell. We certainly have those for Army artillery tubes. Whether we have them for the slightly smaller Navy artillery tube is not something that has been widely disclosed or advertised. But that would certainly contribute to the ability to target the engine room and to hit it. Now, the ship was on fire, but it's not necessarily clear that even the shell exploded. Simply penetrating the engine room, cracking the engine open would be sufficient to stop the ship and make the point politically. Yeah, the Marines and the Navy have been practicing opposed shipboardings since John Paul Jones. So they have that skill set down very well.
Yeah, it seems like we're talking about an incredible amount of finesse and restraint within the military, because it's much easier to just blow everything up. To be able to have such restraint, and that leads me to my next question, Rick, is that the president has been very careful, it seems, to not blow up things that would need to then be rebuilt that benefit the civilians, but he has left telecom open, which does aid the regime in their ability to withstand the U.S. pressure campaign. What are, if Iran does not come to the table, what are the president's best options to try to really maintain the civilian infrastructure, but completely and as effectively have a dent in the IRGC to try to move to a next phase?
Well, the president has stated quite clearly that come Wednesday, he has the option of attacking Iranian infrastructure in a very broad way. Power plants and bridges, he said. Going after the bridges is a very interesting prospect. Take out the bridges, isolate the IRGC power centers. You diminish the ability of one power center to deploy to assist another power center. And that opens the option of trying to foment local rebellions. If you can help a large city to overthrow the IRCG and prevent that city from being attacked from other major IRGC units, then you have the ability or the option to build up an oppositional power center. And once that happens, you can then apply active political warfare strategies to try to spread that rebellion. And once you have a power center, once you have airstrips that you can exploit to bring in supplies and weapons and helicopters to begin supplying other cities that rebel and are taken over from the IRGC, then you begin to create a momentum. And then you really put the pressure on whatever leadership remains in Tehran, either by encouraging the mass population to rise up and overthrow the center of that regime. And once that happens, then it's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. Welcome for the people of Iran and for the whole region of the Middle East and for every corner of the earth that has been affected by this simply terrorist regime.
Well, thank you, Rick Fisher. I hope to see that day very soon. I know we all do. Appreciate your analysis this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.